We reach a new month, and with it, well, you kind of get the idea. I'm MegamanNG, and this is my monthly update for February 2021. A continuous journey. And I'm serious, things this month have not been as grand. And I just found out today that, money's gonna be tight. So which means that probably for the next few months, I might have to spend less money on games and more on just trying to save up. So, I'll explain all of that as I go. But before we begin, let's begin with the shoutouts and sponsors. There are no donation shoutouts, sadly, since, well, nobody donated. But if you want to, the link's in the description. If you can, you'll get a shoutout from me. Next comes the channel member shoutouts, and there are a lot. We still have the following channel members, but I really hope that we be getting new ones, because, well, it's not that it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just I'm thankful to everyone who does chip in to help support the channel any way they can. We have Metal Hunter 64, Kiefer Stevenson, Kitsune Party, Tomboy Player 1993, Big Cammy 007, and Javier Munoz. That's pretty much all there is. And last but not least, this video is brought to you by Japan Code Supply. Want to save money when you're online? Use the code word Japan Code Supply. Go to www.japancodesupply.com. Use the code word MegaNG to save $3 off orders over $50. That's pretty much it. And remember, it is imperative and important to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. I always keep saying it repeatedly because, well, you guys know that it's important, especially with how things are with YouTube in terms of its algorithm. So, let's just get out of the way right now. Oh yeah, there is one other thing I should mention. The other thing I need to mention regarding this is that, I'm hoping that we get more people subscribed so that way the watch time can be improved upon. Yeah, just saying. So let's get started with January in review. We had plenty. You had Fire Emblem 1, Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. We actually went back to Persona 5 Royal. We actually finished Donkey Kong Country 2 and started Donkey Kong Country 3. We even did a playthrough of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, complete edition. And we even got back to Dragon Quest XI-S, as well as started a new playthrough in Cyber Shadow. Now, if you want to know what's coming for February, we're hopefully going to finish up DKC3, Cyber Shadow, and Persona 5 Royal. We will also be continuing Fire Emblem 1 and Dragon Quest XI-S. But in terms of new playthroughs, there are only going to be 2. Persona 5 Strikers, and possibly Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. So, that's it. I don't want to spend too much money on games because just recently I've been told that I have to chip in money to help, keep the internet. I have to chip in like $60 because the internet's like $140 and it's going to have to be somewhat of a team effort. And I don't want to end up paying $140 for internet that is really shoddy. So, the internet's just the reason I'd be able to keep on making videos and whatnot. Without it, I can't even do much. So, speaking of which, the year of Fire Emblem is still going to happen. After Fire Emblem 1, I will probably do a playthrough of either Fire Emblem 4, Fire Emblem 6, or in most cases, Fire Emblem 9. Why 9? I just want to do it for the sake of it. Plus, I want to change things up, trust me, because I don't want to always be doing new games every month all the time while getting the backlog getting bigger and bigger. I don't want that. But as there are some unfortunate news. As of today, February 1st, almost 20 years of Power Rangers seasons have been removed from the Netflix streaming service. To be honest, I'm very, very disappointed. I'm disappointed because I just recently found out that Netflix decided not to renew the deal. And, I also really don't know what the heck Hasbro's gonna do. If you look at Netflix now, the only thing they have is Power Rangers Season 1 and Beast Morphers. Everything else is just gone. We honestly don't know what's going to happen. It's just happened so soon, not helped by the fact that Netflix decided not to renew the deal, which I thought they should have, but for whatever reason they didn't. Because, things regarding Power Rangers have not been going so great, despite the fact that we'll be probably looking forward to Power Rangers Dino Fury. It's the fact that, everything regarding Super Sentai and Power Rangers is somewhat in limbo. Basically, Hasbro is pretty much trying to promote Power Rangers into other countries. And as a result, Toei can't promote Super Sentai in America. And in turn, it kind of led to Shout Factory stopping their work on the Sentai DVDs. The last DVD they did was Ninpu Sentai Hurricaneger. And I was really hoping that they would do Abba Ranger. They were actually going to do 5-man, but Hasbro kind of put the kibosh on it, unfortunately. And I also know that I will be reviewing Power Rangers Dino Fury. I don't have Nickelodeon, and I'll have to find a way to do it. But there is a rumor that Dino Fury will probably be the last live-action Power Rangers series. There are some rumors that Hasbro might be severing ties with Toei. I don't know why, but I find this to be rather upsetting. More upsetting over the fact that they would skip 4 Sentai seasons just to play catch-up. But even then, that's doubtful because in about a month's time, the new Sentai Zenkaiger is about to come about, celebrating the 45th anniversary of Super Sentai, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. This is actually going to be a little interesting. But in terms of Power Rangers and Super Sentai, the only thing I wish is that it can be shown equally. I mean, there's an audience for both Power Rangers and Sentai itself. There's an audience for Sentai in America, and there's an audience for Power Rangers elsewhere. Why can't they be in unison? I mean, it's like Hasbro trying to undo all the goodwill Haim Saban did. That's why I'm probably going to be working on a little project. A project where we can not only show our appreciation for Power Rangers and Sentai, but also to get our voices heard, similar to the Rise of the TMNT project I did. I will keep you guys posted on what that's about. Oh, and in terms of a PlayStation 5, I'm still not getting it yet. I'm still waiting, and not helped by the fact that since I now live with my mom and stepdad, I gotta do my part and help. But the thing is, with YouTube and how it's all paid and everything, yeah, things are gonna get really difficult. This will probably mean my plans are gonna be thrown in a complete disarray. Because the laptop that I currently have, which I use for business, will probably be on borrowed time despite having an SSD. I really, really need to get an update for that. An upgrade, at least. So, I'm still playing the waiting game in terms of the PS5. I'm going to keep saving money. Sometimes I got to make tough decisions. Meaning I can probably only buy like 1 or 2 games every month. It's not a decision I want to make, but it's the only decision I have to do. And trust me, it's not the best option either. And yeah, one last thing. I know all about the Rise of the TMNT movie, and I'm really excited for it. I will be reviewing it, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm no longer going to support Nickelodeon in any way, shape, or form. I know all about the Rugrats reboot, and I also know that Nick will probably screw it up. It's not that I know, it's that it's a fact. They have a habit of doing it. And last but certainly not least, I've decided that I will also be buying the Power Rangers DVDs. I've already ordered Season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the limited edition steelbook that came out in 2019. Next month, I will be buying Season 2. Since I already bought, I believe on January, I will probably buy the next month for, February. Or in March, it depends. So, all we can do now is hope. But with recent developments, having to, chip in and pay $60 just to keep the internet, because my brother's not here anymore and I gotta do my part, it sucks. That may have to change. I really don't have much in terms of real talk, but honestly, I do want to say that I've been trying my best to hopefully get you guys involved with my content. I would have been streaming a lot more, but for whatever reason, I stopped. Because things are a bit rougher. Because right now, they're gearing up so that way I would move to where my brother's room used to be. And it does suck that it's affected me severely. Not helped by the fact that, well, it's going to get messy. Really messy. And in some cases, I may have to go back and hopefully work to get a master's degree. But here's the thing. I've already gotten a bachelor's degree. If I went for a master's degree, it would be like overkill. And yeah, I always have this habit of giving up because, well, let's just say that I've tried applying for jobs and I've not had much success. I wouldn't mind working for like a place where I can review video games, where I can get paid to do it. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, all I can do now for the time being is wait because I already applied on a website that does have that, like ProGameGuides.com. I already sent in my review and everything, and all I'm doing now is just waiting. Waiting is the only thing I can do, and waiting is the only thing I can muster. Because, yeah, what else is new? I do apologize if this is not up to speed, because let's be honest, trying to make sure to get all this in is a pain. I didn't feel like recording today because yesterday I recorded a lot of Persona 5 Royal. We're almost done with the game, by the way. We're almost finished. Once I'm finished with that, I still have to do the Valentine's Day, White Day stuff, and then the ending. And then I got to do 2 extra videos showing all the dates for Valentine's Day, the Aftermath, and all the White Day dates. I only hope they let me save in between, because without that, that's going to make it a lot longer. That would really suck if it did. So yeah, that is it for this update. It's late, I know, I'm sorry, but I got to make sure I get things ready for tomorrow. You guys are going to be getting more Cyber Shadow and more DKC3. And the only reason why is because, well, I need to make sure to clear out the load. I will be returning back to finishing up Persona 5 Royal. And once I'm finished with Persona 5 Royal, I'm all set for Persona 5 Strikers. Then that means I'll be returning back to Dragon Quest XI's. So yeah, if you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. And if you want to support the channel, there are many ways. You can either hit that join button that you see down below, or you can support me on Patreon. And it would actually really help if I got more people supporting on Patreon, because I still owe a friend the playthrough of DK64. But thing is, the only reason why I chose to do it was because he was actually going to be Diamond Tier. But then he dropped his tier, dropped his pledge, and I'm like, why should I continue if he's going to drop it like that? So I decided that I'm just going to do it. And after that, if you want me to request a playthrough of any game, you have to be a Diamond Tier on my Patreon. I can't stress that enough. I only have 1 Diamond Tier right now, because the other Diamond Tier decided to downgrade to Platinum. I don't blame anyone if you have to downgrade your pledge. It's just that when things are getting really rough right now because of the pandemic, it's only going to make it a lot tougher than it should. So yeah, if you have it in your heart to consider supporting me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/MegamanNG. All it takes is $1 a month. But if you want me to request a playthrough, it's $50. That's the highest tier. And unlike Darkside Phil, I make good on my word. I always do. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out.